I recently did a video showing the context of why God ordered the destruction of the entire Amalekite nation, including their animals. On that video, I got a comment about why kill the livestock. I mean, that doesn't really make sense. And this is actually a very good question, and I want to explain it to you. In 1 Samuel 15, God orders the destruction of the Amalekites. He says, kill everything, even the animals. In Numbers 14, we're told that the Amalekites and the Canaanites live in the same land together. And based on Deuteronomy 25 and Exodus 17, it's obvious that the Amalekites were bad people doing the same thing that the Canaanites did. There's a great article about this on BibleProject.com, but in a nutshell, you can read in Leviticus and Deuteronomy about everything that the Canaanites did to worship their gods. They worshiped demonic idols, taboo sexual acts, and they even sacrificed their children to their gods. Leviticus 18 goes over the lawful and unlawful sexual practices. And in verse 3, it says, "You shall not do as they do in the land of Egypt where you lived, and you shall not do as they do in the land of Canaan, to which I am bringing you. You shall not walk in their statutes." A few verses down, it goes into some staggering details of what the Canaanites were doing and what humans as a whole should not be doing. Verse 23, "And you shall not lie with any animal, and so make yourself unclean with it. Neither shall any woman give herself to an animal to lie with it. It is a perversion." Expanding on this, in Leviticus 20, it says this, "If a man lies with an animal, he shall surely be put to death, and you shall kill the animal. If a woman approaches any animal and lies with it, you shall kill the woman and the animal. They shall surely be put to death. Their blood is upon them." So again, to bring context to why God ordered the destruction of even the animals is because this is what they were doing in the land of Canaan. The Amalekites and the Canaanites were sleeping with animals. Sometimes when we read the Old Testament, we don't understand why the things seem to be so brutal, why the judgments executed by God seem to be so harsh. But we're talking about Sodom and Gomorrah level wickedness here that these people were committing in the land. God was executing a righteous judgment on them for their wickedness. And our Father in heaven is slow to anger, and he abounds in steadfast love and faithfulness. He gave these cultures hundreds and hundreds of years to change their wicked ways, and they did not. It's not like they did these horrible things one time and then quit doing it. We're talking about generations of wickedness occurring. God didn't render these judgments lightly. And in regards to the judgments in the Old Testament, take into account Ezekiel 33. "As I live, declares God, I have no pleasure in the death of the wicked, but that the wicked turn back from his evil ways."